Right, hello and welcome back to the last episode of Metroid Prime. So, yeah, I went off to heal at the save station, which I found again, and now we're here, at the entrance to the final boss room. And here we go. So, yeah. So, it's a giant spider. No, just kidding. It's Metroid Prime. And it's making a break for it. Okay. Just because this place wasn't big enough for a boss arena. So yeah, here we go, the final battle proper. So yeah, it's able to produce Phazon, and it also has a face. Aberration. It's a good word. So yeah, basically it's one of those puzzle bosses. It switches up its style and then you can attack it with your different beam weapons. It also has missiles for some reason. Well, maximum firepower it will get. So it's in its power state, so feed it a super missile and that'll hurt it a fair bit. Unless it bounces off like so. You're gonna switch up? No, not yet. Oh, that hurt, didn't it? Right, it's gone into wave beam mode, I see. Wave buster. So yeah, this is where those charge combos really come in handy. So yeah, as you deal more and more damage, it will run further away and it will gain more attacks. Also notice the giant pits in the ground. They'll come in handy later. It's firing its laser, of course. Right, sometimes when you damage it, it will attempt to ram you. In which case you just take a leisurely roll down here. And that'll do it. It's gone into ice mode. Fun fact, when it's in ice mode, what you can do is this. You can miss entirely. Now what you can do is... oh god. You can freeze it by using this thing's... there we are. That only took all of my missiles. But it's okay, I'll get more, and if not, I don't necessarily need them. Yeah, you can bunk to avoid the missiles as well, but... so yes, it's quite a long boss fight. In fact, this is only the first phase. Spoilers, it's a two-part boss battle, but... still. It's kind of cool for a sort of final exam boss, as it were. And there it runs again. KK Metroid Prime. So the pits are a bit more spread out now. Uh-oh. I believe to avoid this you can boost ball away. So it's gone plasma mode. That ain't good. Also it shoots these plasma balls. Do they drop missiles? I think they might drop missiles. No luck there, but you know. Thankfully when it goes plasma form, it's quite easy to hurt because, you know, plasma beam's fairly powerful. Time to duck under. Oh, there's some missiles up there, hello. I think I'll draw those in towards me. I'm just gonna kind of ignore its attacks for now and take in these missiles. So what I want to do is not do that. I was supposed to switch to the ice beam, what gives? Nope. Okay, wow. Metroid Prime, no. There we are. Well, that was a bit disastrous. Kind of got multi-frozen there, but what can you do? So yeah, right now it doesn't really resemble a Metroid because, well, it's that thing. I can wave buster it in a minute. By a minute, I mean right now. You can also disable your visor for a wee bit there. So yeah, first form, nothing too special. Although on hard mode it can be a bit of a bitch. But then it is hard mode. Oh, ow. Nope. Did I not get any more missiles? Apparently not. I believe his attacks get more damaging as the fight goes on as well. So yeah. Screw it. Yeah, also it starts making some attacks even when it's not in sort of ice mode, plasma mode, wave mode, etc. Yeah, it's a lot easier to hit him in bloody power mode whenever you have missiles, but unfortunately I don't quite have them to hand. Just gotta sort of take potluck and try and aim properly. Oh yeah. I could just go bloody rapid fire on its ass. Or its face in this case. Okay, Metroid Prime, you do what you're doing now. No, 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 no. Uh-oh. Yeah, that hurt a small jot. Not gonna lie. Okay, here comes the damage. Oh, never mind, it's running away again. Okay, Metroid Prime. I believe this is the last phase of the first phase, but... Well, whatever the case, it's gone wave mode, which is helpful, because hey, something that locks up. Hit it with sort of multi-semi-charged shots. Attack the projectiles whenever you can. Also, it starts switching up its style rapidly now. As I like so. Oh. Get an ice spreader in, that'd be cool. Yeah, point blank range, there was no avoiding that. On you go, Prime. Oh, it's gone back to power mode, naturally. Super miss, okay. There we go, that's a way to take one to the face. Or, you know, not. Yeah, at this point it gets really sporadic because you don't quite know what the hell it's going to do. I'm going to powerbomb these projectiles away, I think. It's the only way to be sure. That's not the right beam. There we go. Just gonna sit there, let it get over me. There we are. It's almost done at this point, and then it's time to move on to the real fight. Well, I don't know if it's arguably the real fight. I'd argue this is the real fight, but you know. We shan't get into semantics. In the middle of a recording, goodness no. Right, screw it. I'm gonna take care of these projectiles first and hope they give me something decent. That'll do it. Ow. And yeah, there we go. Took a bit of a tumble, didn't you there, Prime? Some missiles over there, but we don't really need missiles anymore where we're going. Trust me on that one. Yep, straight into the pit. And there we go. Hello Metroid Prime, you know, you look somewhat like a Metroid, except you have a face. Right, so real final battle time. It's invulnerable to all of your weapons, except for Phazon-based weapons. And what's capable of generating Phazon? Yes, this thing, so it's essentially going to engineer its own demise. As soon as it generates some of that lovely Phazon. Before that, however, it's going to break shit. Including try to break you. I think I'm going to take a quick jaunt over here. I'll just collect items, health and the like. Oh, there's one of those Phazon pools right there. After creating it, it goes invisible. You go over here and you enter hyper mode. And then, not that, X-ray visor, and there we go. Hold the button and zap. That doesn't look pleasant. No, you're not back in the visible spectrum yet, of course not. So yeah, it creates shockwaves. It glares at you ominously. And it creates Phazon. Oh, it's gone into thermal mode. But then you can just zap it again. However, it's not going to be this easy the whole time. Apart from changing spectrums and whatnot, it also will, if it will create another pool of Phazon for me. Or you could just sort of leer at me, okay. Oh, more shockwaves, that works too. There we go. See, now it started creating Metroids. Start off with regular freezable Metroids. But eventually that will change. Okay. Okay, wow, it's causing me to spaz out horribly. But yeah, it will start off by creating regular Metroids, but eventually we'll move on to making fission Metroids, which are just annoying, and you should probably just take out with the power bomb, or sprint to the Phazon and kill them with the Phazon beam as well. Either or. Oh, Hunter Metroids too. Die, please. Right, what is it now? X-ray visor? Yep. You take it there, Prime. So yeah, so it's almost half dead already. No, sorry, more than half dead, rather. So yeah, I'll admit, I'd say the first part of the fight is probably harder. Not gonna lie. But as far as final battles go, it's pretty good. As to why there is a creature called Metroid Prime in here, heavily mutated by Phazon, we don't quite know. And we won't find out until the third game either, why it was here. But that's for another time. No, more hunters, but tell you what, I'm just gonna kill them dead. Did you go thermal? You did go thermal, hello. Just sort of stood there and let me attack you as well. Cheers. And of course killing the Metroids will generally generate health, so you don't really have to be dying, I think. Unless you were playing hard mode. Or hyper mode as they call it in this version of the game. Music's awesome, of course. Not as good as some of the later final boss music, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, won't we? In a good while, I'd imagine. Yeah, there's the fission Metroids. Not even having any of it. You visible again? You are visible again. Oh. You knocked me straight out of that one, didn't you? Did it dissolve? No. Hello. Now it's gone. It'll only take 1 or 2 more pulls now, I believe. If that. So yeah, when you're in hyper mode, I suppose they call it the phase-on beam. It's a very sort of situational beam, but what can you do? So it seems to have evolved beyond the need for draining energy. Perhaps if it tried that, it'd be so, well, lame. Ow. I say as it rams me horribly. Oh, hello. Prime. Didn't go thermal. Okay, there you are. Is that it for you? No, it'll take another pull. Why am I changing back? But yeah, in all honesty, it's nearly done. When it is... Oh. Careful, Prime, you might actually hurt me. God forbid. Yeah, come on, drop your face on already. I'm just gonna bloody blow you guys up. Right, time to finish this. Goodbye. And that's that. Game beaten. And Metroid Prime has decided to become a thing. And it tries to take Samus with it. Well done. And in doing so, takes her face-on suit away. Or Omega suit in this case. Yeah, time to GTFO, I think. And of course there's no escape sequence, because you can't really climb out of there gameplay-wise, so they just sort of skip to when you GTFO. Which has been done. Taking the temple down with it. Of course Ridley's still down there as well, so he's probably definitely dead, isn't he?
Chozo's faith in Samus has been well rewarded, and now a new star shines in the universe. The bounty hunter, Samus Aran. What future and fate await her?
Of course she takes her helmet off because reasons. Also sudden narration, but what can you do? Yeah. If I'd gotten more of the items, there would have been a scene in which she sort of stares at the temple for a while thinking, that was a bit rubbish. But anyway, yes, Metroid Prime. Of course, the original credits music, which is gorgeous. So, yeah, really, it was the thing that sort of defined 3D Metroid. It was the only 3D Metroid back at the time, and it was kind of amazing. Not much I can say about the series as a whole yet, because, well, still 2 games to go. I plan to start Metroid Prime 2 nearly immediately. Yeah, literally immediately, probably the day after this part goes up. Then there's other LPs that needs to be done as well. Dual Strike, I should get started on that. Yeah, I should probably really get started on that. Drag Trent along for that, why not? But, yeah. Hello, Reggie, I see your name in there. Yeah, I see you. Ben Frenchman did the UK English text. I find that slightly ironic. Fair enough. But yeah, actually, I probably find this sort of the second strongest, sort of the middle one of the trilogy, actually, if you ask me. Again, the other 2 I can't really talk about massively because, well, I'm going to play through them. What would be the sense of saying this and this happens in that game? Then I'm going to play it anyway, so I'm going to show you again. It would be a weird thing. But really, at this point, there's not much to say, so... Oh, right, that's right. Something needs to be said about the ending. Also, if you get 100%, basically, you can see the cutscene anywhere online, I guess. You see the impact crater, pool of Phazon, which is implied to be all that's left of Metroid Prime, and then the Phazon suit's hand grasps out. So long story short, Metroid Prime is alive, and it's going to do nasty things to us in the future. The very near future, in fact. You'll know it when you see it. But yeah, that's really about it, to be perfectly honest with you. It's been a good LP, it's been a good game, really. Fun to play through it again, always. So yeah, at this point, probably going to go, and then I will see you next time for the second game, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Farewell.